tasted as you provided. Have you ever wondered what it really means to love someone through every storm life throws at you? Let me share the story of John and Mary, a tale of love, resilience, and hope. John and Mary lived in a quiet little town. They had been together for as long as anyone could remember. John worked hard at a factory, while Mary dedicated herself to caring for their home. Their bond was simple yet strong, built on shared memories and mutual care. It all started in high school. John was a football player, brimming with energy, while Mary was the quiet girl who always had her nose buried in a book. One day, they crossed paths in the school library. "Can you help me with this?" John asked hesitantly, holding up his homework. Mary looked up and smiled. "Sure, I can help," she said warmly. That moment sparked a friendship that quickly blossomed into love. Not long after graduation, they got married and moved into a cozy little house. Life wasn't fancy, but they were happy because they had each other. A few years later, they welcomed their daughter, Sarah, into the world. John worked long hours to support his family, while Mary poured her heart into raising Sarah. Their little girl brought so much joy to their lives. "She's beautiful," John said one night, gazing at Sarah as she slept. "She is," Mary replied, holding her close. But life, as it often does, brought challenges. The factory where John worked shut down, leaving him without a job. Bills began piling up, and the stress weighed heavily on him. "What are we going to do?" John asked one evening, his voice trembling with worry. Mary took his hand and said softly, "We'll find a way. We have each other, and that's what matters." As Sarah grew into a teenager, things got tougher. She started staying out late and arguing with her parents. One night, John confronted her. "Where have you been?" he asked sternly. "Just out with friends," Sarah said, rolling her eyes. It wasn't easy, but through patience and love, they managed to keep their family together. Eventually, John found a job at a construction company, and they started to rebuild their lives. They even managed to save enough money for a family trip to the beach. It was a rare moment of peace. "This is so nice," Mary said, feeling the warm sand under her feet. "I'm glad we're here together," John replied, smiling at his family. But life had another curveball in store. Mary started feeling unwell headaches, fatigue, and a sense of something not being right. The doctor's diagnosis was devastating. She had a brain tumor. "Am I going to die?" Mary asked John one night, tears streaming down her face. "We'll fight this," John said, holding her tightly. "I'm here for you." Mary underwent surgery and treatments, but her condition didn't improve. John became her caregiver, staying by her side every step of the way. "I love you so much," Mary whispered one evening. "I love you too," John replied, his voice breaking as tears ran down his cheeks. As Mary's health declined, she was admitted to the hospital. John rarely left her side. One night, she looked at him with a weak smile. "Thank you for everything," she said softly. "You are my everything," John replied, holding her hand. Mary closed her eyes for the last time, leaving John heartbroken. The house felt empty without her presence. Sarah, now grown, returned home to support her father. "I miss Mom," she said, hugging him tightly. "I miss her too," John replied, "but she'll always be with us." To honor Mary's memory, they planted a garden filled with her favorite flowers. It became a place of solace for John, where he could reflect on their life together. "She's always with me," John murmured one day, looking at the vibrant blooms. John and Mary's story is a testament to the power of love that endures through every trial, even beyond the boundaries of life. Their bond remains an everlasting reminder that true love never truly dies. Thanks for watching, and until next time.